you going to feed your fear or are you going to feed the fire? Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. So today, bear with me, I am recording on my Canon G7X III. I had this camera for a minute, but so many challenges, but I was like, girl, get over yourself. And we are figuring out how to record with this camera. Normally, I'm using my cell phone, but I believe that everything that I'm going for is outside of my comfort zone. This is uncomfortable, so bear with me. But those of you that are visiting for the very first time, my name is Crystal. I'm your results and transformation coach. And on this channel here, we talk about becoming the best version of ourselves by changing our mindset, taking care of our body, which is our nutrition and fitness, and then making sure our spirit is on point. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And today, I'm actually stretching myself. I love to motivate and encourage others. And I keep telling myself, girl, how can you motivate and encourage other people if you don't keep talking and keep opening your mouth? I don't know about you, but I've struggled, and I still do have struggles with this whole imposter syndrome thing where, some days you feel like you're not good enough, or you feel like what it is that you have to say, you don't have any audience that actually want to hear it. But then I realized, girl, there are billions of people in this world, and there are millions of people on YouTube. So one thing I know for sure, two things for certain, is that my vibe is going to attract my tribe. So you guys don't know me from a can of paint. Some of you don't, some of you do. But I just really love love, and I love to see people win. So whatever it is that I know and can help with, that's what I'm here to give. And even for myself, so I posted, let me go back to my Facebook. I'm going to share what I posted on my Facebook earlier. And it was very inspiring to myself. And I'm always like, the messages to the messenger first. And what you could do is take what you want, leave what you don't want. So one, and you may or may not have this challenge where like it's Monday morning here, and sometimes we'll go through the weekend, we'll wake up Monday morning and we're like, oh my gosh, this is another week that I gotta press through, as opposed to this is another week that I get to press through. So I woke up this morning, and I don't know if you have that thing to help you like get out of that wompish, if that's where you are mentally, but I have this routine that I do every morning. I call it my celestial morning. So every morning I pray. I write out my gratitude in my gratitude journal. I have this amazing 90-day journal made by yours truly, but I literally live by this every day, and this helped me to set my foundation. I say my affirmations. With God, I'm amazing. With God, I'm powerful. With God, I'm a powerful public speaker, all the things. And then I have my scripture reading. I have not nailed the 10 minutes of meditation yet, but it's coming. And then my personal development. But this morning, as I was going over my personal development, that's a time where I literally like get to empower myself. It's nice to have a person like me or a friend or a family member to get you out of your yuck, but there's nothing like learning how to do it yourself, because there's going to be times where you're going to look to your left, you're going to look to your right, you're going to look down, you're going to look up, and it's only going to be you in the room. And what we got to do as a people is learn how to hit that switch to get us out of that mode that we're in. But I talked about feeding your fire. So what I said, are you going to feed your fear or are you going to feed the fire? And that was my question to myself today. And I don't know, because I just don't know where this fear comes from. I say it a million times. We can't stop the thoughts from coming, right? We can't stop the bird from flying over our head, but we can stop them from building a nest. So knowing who you are, whose you are, and like what you really want to accomplish in life, like you got to set yourself on fire. And one thing I love about fire is that when you're surrounded around fire or anybody else that may be on fire, you're going to feel the heat. So I'm always encouraging you to, like they say, we're the average of the people we consistently hang around. And what I put was, if you are constantly speaking negative and you're constantly having bad self-talk, 9 times out of 10, you're hanging around people that are doing the same. Not always true, but a lot of times it is. So I want to also encourage you, like, if your circle is not working for you, get around another circle, get around other people. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I'm like, put me in a room with some people that can motivate me, inspire me, and level up my average. But I talked about fear. Fear is always trying to steal your focus and want you to second guess your path. And when we fall prey to that, we literally find ourselves chasing our tails and moving in the same circle. Fear wants you to hesitate, and hesitation is the beginning of defeat. I love Mel Robbins, y'all. The 5 second rule. And we have a thought or we're fired up and we're like, oh, you have this thought and you're like, yeah, that sounds good. If you don't move within 5 seconds, 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to move. So I love that whole thought process of, while you're feeling it, move in the moment. The moment you start thinking and start second guessing, you start to become weighed down. You start thinking, I'm not good enough. And then next thing you know, you're just stuck in the same spot. But focus, laser sharp mindset that says, I'm locked in and nothing can stop me. And this is not being arrogant, but this is really learning to be confident. Nothing can stop you. And I had this thing like, when God is on your side, it's a wrap. There is nothing or nobody that can stop you but you. Don't give that power to anybody else. And that's what wins and creates momentum. You have to protect your mind like your life depend on it. So literally, as soon as those limiting beliefs and the thoughts of I'm not good enough come in, you got to move with a sense of urgency, knowing who you are and whose you are. What you let in is what you put out too. So if you're sitting around people that are always complaining, I'm a person that I can listen to somebody have share. Sometimes we are in that space where we're just like, I just need to talk to somebody and I just need to get it all out. But when a person is constantly being negative over and over and over again, and you are absorbing it, and you're allowing it to seep in and you're allowing it to marinate and all the things, 9 times out of 10, eventually you're going to start speaking the same language. What I choose to do a lot of times, and people don't even notice it, but if I get people around me that are complaining a lot, I just cut my hearing off. I can hear you, but I'm not absorbing what it is that you're saying, especially if I've already had 50 talks with you and gave my few suggestions and words of encouragement, because some people just like complaining. You ever have a friend or coworker or just people that just complain, and you give them a solution, and it's like, well, did you try the solution? No. When they keep complaining, that's probably a person that really just want to be wherever it is that they are. Let them be right there, and you get to continue to move on. What you let in is what you put out. If you constantly entertain negative thoughts, you will put out negativity. But if you commit to a mindset of growth, I love this right here, a mindset of growth, a mindset of discipline, and a mindset of belief, then no matter how tough the situation, you will find a way through. And then I said, I'm not telling you what I read, I'm telling you what I lived through. So we all have challenges. Life is going to life all of us, but it's come down to really, how bad do you want it? You can literally change your situation overnight. And for me, in myself, there's nothing that I want to do that God is not a part of. I believe God is all powerful. I believe all he got to do is think the thought. I just have to do my part. And I'm learning not to put the power of my success, of my happiness, and of my joy in other people's hands. Because if you do that, right, they can take it all away. So I'm just super fired up. Wanted to come on here and share a couple words of encouragement and test out this new camera. I pray that the audio, I got this mic on. The last time I tried it, it was like squeaky. It's like these squeaky noises or whatever. But stay tuned. I'm going to bring you guys along on a journey, share my transformation from my 30s to my 40s and then my 40s to my 50s. And I'm super excited to open up and let you guys into my world of what it looked like to be 50 and where we're going to end up if the Lord allowed me to see 60, this next 10-year transformation. So with that being said, make sure you do something today that your future self is going to thank you for, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.